did 50 Cent teach you to dance that way, or Kanye, or anyone, or that just came naturally? That was just you feeling the music.
That's just me feeling the music. It just hits me, and I wanna move.
It kind of looked like a video game dance, where if like you press a button and a character would dance on a video game. That's the kind of dance it was. It was like a very short little GIF dance.
Well,
So
that's what the kids want. The young people who love me, by the way. You've got to do this sort of TikTok friendly stuff. Nobody cares about the Michael Jackson moonwalk anymore. That's not enough. That's too much for the TikTok. Nobody needs Chris Brown doing all sorts of great dances. They want the Trump dance. They want the simple, anybody can do it, but you got to feel the music. You got to feel great patriotism and great rhythm. And I have so much of both.
so it's called the Trump dance. Is that the name for it?
Yeah, it's called, well, the true name. And once again, you get me a little upset. It's called the Epstein two-step.
The Epstein. So he taught it to you?
No, he didn't. No, it was sort of, we discovered it together, but it was okay. Well, here's the origins of it. Okay,
I was going to ask you for the story.
Can we go off the podcast record for this? I don't want to.
We are off.
Okay, we're off. Here's what happens. So we were on his private island, which of course everything's legal. So nothing I'm saying here was illegal. Okay. We're on his private island, which was under the rule of Jeff Epstein law. And we were with his masseuse, who either taught 8th grade or was in 8th grade. I don't remember the first part of what Jeff said, but she either taught 8th grade, which I think is the case, or she was
probably
in 8th grade. Yeah,
okay.
I mean, it would make sense. She seemed mature, but she, like I said, taught 8th grade, possibly in 8th grade. I didn't hear the first part of what Jeff said.
Okay.
So we're double teaming her, of course, and he's at the front. He's at the the top, and I'm going to town on her, lady parts. And Jeff, pulled out unexpectedly and got some on me. And so I took 2 steps back out of the young lady and shook my hands to get the Jeff Epstein, the superpowered semen off of me. I was waving it off. So it was, as you can see in the video, that's what it was. So I had to step back, and then I had to shake the Epstein juices off of me. And we had a good laugh about it, and we went back to doing what we were doing. But it was, and then we were drinking that night. Well, I wasn't drinking. I was having a Diet Coke. He was drinking. And, we were they were either cheerleading coaches or 6th grade cheerleaders.
I'm probably the cheerleading coach. I'm assuming probably the cheerleading coach, but who knows? I'm assuming.
I get it's
whenever you talk about Jeff Epstein, you get so emotional. I feel horrible.
We'll go back on the record in a second. Okay. But it was tough because that night we were partying with the cheerleading coaches. Okay, and they were they were like me. They didn't want to drink alcohol. They were all drinking juice boxes.
Yeah, coaches, you get tired and they have a.
Well, they're setting an example for their cheerleaders.
Of course.
I remember it like it was yesterday. They wanted gummy bears and juice boxes.
Just strictly a gummy bear and juice box diet on Epstein Island.
And
it's very emotional today. Very emotional episode.
So Jeff Epstein, the great Jeff Epstein. The great Jeff Epstein put in some music.
Did everyone start doing the Epstein two-step?
No. The dance hadn't been invented yet. It was, in other words, that's how it happened.
Oh,
I told you the
okay.
origin, but then the cheerleaders said, "Could you put in some music, Mr. Epstein?" And I liked that they called him Mr. Epstein, even though they were coaches, maybe. And they handed him a tape. It was Raffi.
Was it the apples and bananas song?
And I thought, this is so great. These are coaches, but they're into wholesome snacks and sort of youthful, nice, youthful music, not like the gang banging rap or anything.
Right.
So they, Jeff Epstein put in the Raffi, and, they were, the coaches, the cheerleading coaches were all eating their gummy bears and drinking their juice boxes. And the music moved me. And Jeff Epstein said to me, "What if you remember when we were with the 8th grade teacher, hopefully teacher?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Remember that move you did?" And it kind of fit with the music. So I started actually doing that dance to the music, to the Raffi music. So it was a great wholesome time with, it was a beautiful time with the great Jeff Epstein.